Quorum.
Okay, so let us start with this activity with the prayer. Secretariat, please lead the prayer.
Let us all bow our heads and feel the presence of the Lord. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen.
Okay, please make a roll call.
Engineer Arnold R. Balucating, our chairperson.
Present.
Attorney Danjon G. Lucas. General Ernesto Milo.
Present, ma'am, online.
Good afternoon, sir. Engineer
Good afternoon.
Elmer E. Gomez. Engineer,
Present, ma'am.
good afternoon, sir. Engineer Arnel F. Borlado.
Present online.
Good afternoon, sir. And our end user, ADMS. For our technical working group, our head TWG, Attorney Nestor D. Mendoza.
Present, ma'am.
Members, Engineer Raul R. Crosena, Engineer Michael Ilagan, Engineer Eva E. Lazatin, Engineer Joferant Joseph Torrefranca.
Present online.
Good afternoon, sir. Engineer Manuel C. Tolosa, Engineer Eduardo Moises Sacupon, Engineer Noric M. Baez.
Present online. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon po, sir. And Mr. Marvin A. Badua. For our secretariat, our overall head, Dr. Rolly T. Bayaban, Attorney Irish, who is also attending another back meeting, sir. Engineer Sunny J. Villabert. And our minutes taker for this afternoon is Mr. John Ezra Piña-Ojas. And the rest of the secretariats are online, sir. And also we have sent invitation to COA resident, PCCI, Internal Audit, ASFI, and DOTR. That's all for the roll call, sir.
So may I know the agenda for the day?
Sir, our first agenda for today is the improvement of airport facility, rehabilitation of PTB, fire station building and control tower at Busuanga Airport, bid number 21-007-12 Alpha, with an ABC of 6,231,912 pesos and 75 centavos. This is an ADMS DOTR downloaded project po.
Okay, so this is an opening of bids. So do we have a bidder for this project?
Yes, sir. We do have 4 bidders. Out of the 5 who bought the bid documents, only 4 submitted.
Is there a representative in the room or physically attending the opening of bid?
Sir, we have a representative from EM Abin Construction who will be attending physically today.
Okay, so let him in. And how about online? Is there anybody who can join the meeting online?
Probably we'll just check it later. I'll just call the one from EM Abin Construction and we'll check later on po kung nandoon yung other bidders online.
Okay, okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you po, sir. Good afternoon, bidders. Please introduce yourself and the company you are representing.
I'm Engineer Roderick Cayasin Cernadilla from EM Abin, Project Engineer. Eh,
What about the other?
Sir, we also have a representative from Pader Construction and Supply. Sir, can you hear me?
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon,
sir. Yes.
Ma-
I'm Justine Pader, representative of Pader Construction and Supply.
Thank you, ma'am. Sir, that's all for the bidders.
So how about the other two bidders? They will not be joining.
They are not online, sir, and they are not also physically present.
Okay. So we will proceed with the opening. TWG, please start the opening of bid.
Good afternoon, everyone. For the opening of the technical documents of our bidders, again, we have 4 bidders for today's bid. For our first bidder, we'll open the technical documents of Imabin Trading and Construction, located in Bliss, Santa Monica, Puerto Princesa City, Palawan. So this was received March 1, 2022, as can be seen here. And we'll be opening it up.
EM Abin, excuse me, EM Abin sila, di ba? Yeah. So,
Sir, can you please confirm if this is your bid as submitted? EM Abin.
EM Abin Trading and Construction.
Is this the bid you
Yes,
submitted,
yes.
sir?
Yes.
Okay. Sir, permission to open, sir, the bid proposal, sir.
may proceed, sir.
Sir, there are 2 documents or 2 envelopes enclosed in the red envelope. One is the eligibility and technical component, sir. And the other folder is the original bid, sir. The financial document, sir. So I believe this is the technical document, sir. Through the chair, permission to open the envelope containing the eligibility and technical components, sir.
Proceed.
Through the chair, I am flipping through the technical and financial documents submitted by EM Abin Trading and Construction. It is signed individually with individual paginations at the bottom. With proper alphabetical tabbings on the side. As you can see, there are paginations on the bottom of the document. Secretariat, can I request for the checklist, please?
Valid PhilJAP certificate of registration and membership in accordance with Section 852 of the IR of RA 9184.
Certificate of PhilJAP's registration, as can be seen on your screen, is present. The certificate is valid until 12 February 2023. Submitted po.
Annex A of the certificate of PhilJAP's registration and platinum membership.
Annex A, list of eligibility documents submitted.
Registration certificate from SEC, DTI, or CDA, or its equivalent document.
DTI registration of EM Abin submitted.
Mayor's business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located.
Prior to that, ma'am, let me just manifest that the DTI registration is to expire on 15 February 2024. Submitted po yung sa DTI. Sorry, Secretariat, going again to our next document.
Mayor's business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the bidder is located.
Mayor's permit to expire on December 31, 2022. Submitted.
Tax clearance per Executive Order Number 398, Series of 2005, finally reviewed and approved by the BIR.
Tax clearance certificate to expire on July 14, 2022. Issued to EM Abin Trading. Submitted.
Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid.
EM Abin submitted a statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any. So, ma'am. Submitted, ma'am.
A statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid.
Statement of single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid. Submitted.
Pickup license or special pickup license in case of joint venture.
A pickup license, a regular contractor's license, expiring on June 30, 2022. Submitted, ma'am.
Original copy of bid security.
A bid securing declaration signed, subscribed, and sworn to on February 25, 2022. Submitted.
Organizational chart for the contract to be bid.
Organizational chart of EM Abin Trading. Submitted.
List of contractors' key personnel.
a list and qualification of key personnel proposed to be assigned to the project, signed by Mr. Elmer M. Abin, submitted.
List of contractors' major equipment units.
List of equipment owned or leased or purchased, pledged to the proposed project, submitted.
Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority of its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder.
An affidavit signed and sworn to by Mr. Elmer M. Abin and an SPA or special power of attorney signed by the same person, submitted.
Certificate under oath attesting that they have no pending cases against the government.
Certification signed by again by Mr. Elmer M. Abin, submitted.
Legal clearance issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service with respect to the non-pending cases of the bidders against this authority.
A legal clearance issued by CAAP ELS and signed by Attorney Buenaventura, submitted.
Bid bulletin number 1.
Not applicable to.
Certificate of site inspection duly signed by Mr. Mark Diamoden, Airport Manager of Busuanga Airport, or his duly authorized representative.
Submitted, ma'am.
Copy of the company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection.
ID of Mr. Nordbel Dabuit Mason, or sorry, not his name, but his possession. Submitted, ma'am.
Copy of the airport facility visitor's logbook with the entry name and signature of the person who conducted the site inspection.
Logbook and ID, submitted.
Picture of the proposed site, including the personnel who conducted the site inspection together with the airport manager or his duly authorized representative.
Picture, submitted.
Audited financial statement.
Report on audit of financial statements. And financial statements. AFS audited financial statement for the fiscal years 2020 to 2019, submitted.
Computation of net financial contracting capacity, NFCC.
NFCC, submitted, ma'am.
Joint venture agreement, if applicable.
Not applicable, ma'am.
That's all for our technical eligibility.
The technical component submitted by EM Abin is rated passed, Mr. Chair. For our next bid, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I'm holding the technical documents of J&A Construction with office at number 14 Ilang Ilang Street, St. Michael Homes, Barangay Ibayo, Marilao, Bulacan. Can I ask if the bidder is present to confirm if this is the bid that you submitted?
Is there anybody who in the room who is representative of J&A Construction?
Sir, there is no one online representing the said bidder.
Okay, anyway, no representative, however, we can open this. Anyway, this is, there is a video for this, so they could replay it if they want to monitor it.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so TWG proceed with the opening with the technical document of J&A Construction.
Yes, sir. Sira.
Hindi naman siguro. Nasa ano na siya taas.
Pursuant to the instructions of the chairperson, I'm now opening the technical documents of J&A Construction. Mr. Chair. Kabit tayo ng cutter. Nauusi ako, wait lang. Ayaw pa bukas. Ayan. There you go. Ayun, nasira din pala. Inside the envelope contains a white folder stating the technical proposal of J&A Construction with pages, tabbings on the side, signature for each page, and pagination at the bottom. Secretariat Checklist, please.
Valid PhilJEP Certificate of Registration and Membership in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the IRR of RA 9184.
Certificate of PhilJEP's registration expiring on October 25, 2022, submitted.
Annex A of the Certificate of PhilJEP's Registration and Platinum Membership.
Not submitted, ma'am. Let me just confirm if Sir, according to our bid data sheet, uh, I may show, ITB clause 10.1, in connection to GPPB Circular 07/2017 dated 31 July 2017, the bidder shall have the following options: submit the certificate of PhilJobs registration and platinum membership, including its Annex A, in lieu of the uploaded Class A eligibility documents identified in Section 8.5.2 of the RIR. So, wala siya ng oo, pero walang in lieu of the uploaded Class A. So, wala siyang so disqualified. Mr. Chair, due to the non-submission of Annex A of PhilJobs registration, J&A Construction is deemed disqualified for failing to submit, sir, or having not submitted Annex A of PhilJobs registration, Mr. Chair.
Okay. With the recommendation of TWG for the disqualification of G&G construction, and there is nobody who representing the G&G construction, so Secretariat, please let them know the period wherein they are allowed to submit an appeal before with to the activity. So let them know how many days they are allowed to submit an appeal.
Certain days from today. So we will be informing them, sir, of their disqualification through a notice of disqualification.
Okay. So with that, TWG, continue with the opening of other bids.
Mr. Chair, I'm showing the bid proposal and bid documents of Pader Construction and Supply located in Poblacion, Libungan, Cotabato. Is there any representative from Pader Construction to confirm if this is your bid documents?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Mr. Chair, having confirmed that this is the bid documents of Pader Construction, may I have permission to open the bid proposal, Mr. Chair?
Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, there are two documents here stating that the one on this side, on the right side, is the original bid, and this one on the left is the copy. May we ask Pader Construction as to where is your technical documents?
Our technical document is inside the original document.
So this one that indicates copy?
No, original.
Original bid.
Yeah,
So
original.
I have to open this one. Okay.
Sir, permission from the BACSEC, may I
Correct,
just
correct.
manifest? I stand corrected po kanina. I said 10, it is actually 3 days lang po. Sorry. For the MR of JA Construction. Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
So anyway, they will be notified. Okay. I just want to clarify if the envelope or the bid being opened now is in the proper proper procedure.
Yes, sir. The
Uh,
original bid envelope contains one technical and one financial. And the copy envelope also contains a copy of technical and financial.
TWLE, please verify the instruction given in the term of reference.
Let's just represent again. Gusto niya bang naman is represent?
Isa lang eh. Alam ko okay lang kahit isa lang.
Mr. Chair, it is the TWG's recommendation to proceed with the opening of the original copy and disregard the attached copy of the bid documents, Mr. Chair.
My previous question is there any violation to the term of reference?
Sir, there's a
Or violation or non-compliance, I should say.
Sir, Mr. Chair, if I may read what was stated uh, in our bid data sheet, ITB clause number 16, and I quote, Each and every page thereof shall be initialed, signed by the duly authorized representatives of the bidder. Submitted eligibility, technical, and financial documents shall be properly marked with index tabs and must be sequentially paginated in accurate order in the form, i.e., page 3 of 100, page number of last page of the document per envelope basis. Pagination should be sequential based on the entire span of the whole documents inside the envelope. Number 2 of ITB Clause 16 states, each bidder shall submit one copy of the first and second components of its bid. Bids not complying with the above instructions shall be automatically disqualified.
What is the recommendation of TWG?
Sir, since the clause does not explicitly prohibit the submission of a copy, and that there is an original bid, sir, it is our recommendation, sir, to proceed with the opening of the bid document, sir.
Any comment from the other members of the BAC? Hearing none, so TWG may proceed. Proceed.
The technical envelope of their construction.
Proceed.
Valid field job certificate of registration and membership in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the IRR of RA 9184. Annex A of the Certificate of Field Jobs Registration and Platinum Membership.
List of eligibility documents are Annex A of field job certificate submitted.
Registration certificate from Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, Department of Trade and Industry, DTI, or CDA, Corporate Development Authority, or its equivalent documents.
DTI certificate of registration valid from 26 June 2019 until June 26, 2024 submitted.
Mayor's business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located.
Mayor's business permit from the municipal government of Libungan expiring on December 31, 2022 submitted.
Tax clearance per Executive Order Number 398, Series of 2005, as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue.
Tax clearance certificate issued to Pader Construction and Supply expiring on May 27, 2022 submitted.
Statement of the bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid.
Statement of all ongoing government and private construction contracts submitted.
Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, SLCC, or similar to the contract to be bid.
Statement of bidder's single largest completed contract or SLCC submitted.
PCAB license or special PCAB license in case of joint ventures.
PCAB regular contractor's license expiring on August 11, 2023 submitted.
Original copy of bid security.
Bid securing declaration signed by Elizabeth Lazaro submitted.
Organizational chart for the contract to be bid.
Organizational chart of other construction and supply submitted.
List of the contractor's key personnel.
List of contractors' key personnel submitted.
List of contractors' major equipment units.
List of equipment owned or leased or under purchase agreement by the contractor submitted.
Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, OSS.
OSS or affidavit of Elizabeth Lazaro subscribed and sworn submitted.
Certification under oath attesting that they have no pending cases against the government.
Certification by Elizabeth Lazaro subscribed and sworn submitted.
Legal clearance issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service with respect to the non-pending cases of the prospective bidder against this authority.
Legal clearance from CAAP ELS assigned by Attorney Buenaventura submitted.
Bid bulletin number 1. Not applicable.
This is not applicable.
Secretariat, for clarification, do we have bid bulletin number 1?
Let me just clarify it, sir. 2 minutes.
Okay, go ahead.
Sir, as per clarification with the BAC office, there's no issued bid bulletin for this project.
Okay, I think we need to clarify what was attached by by the third bidder, because it is a bid bulletin with the same title. So, is that we need to clarify it for clarity to other bidders. So, is that a bid bulletin in the previous bidding, because this one is the second bidding. Okay? So that bid bulletin is for the previous bidding. Okay. So I think you put that in on the record so that it will give clarification because it might create confusion to others if we just disregard that. So what was submitted is a bid bulletin in the previous bidding. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so TWG, proceed with the opening.
Copy, sir. Let's proceed with the checklist, Secretariat.
Certificate of Site Inspection, duly signed by Mr. Mark Dea Mauden, Airport Manager of Busuanga Airport, or his duly authorized representative.
Submitted.
Copy of the company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection.
ID of Roderick A. Vocal, submitted.
Copy of the airport facility visitor's logbook with the entry name and signature of the person who conducted the site inspection.
Submitted.
Picture of the proposed site, including the personnel who conducted the site inspection, together with the airport manager or his duly authorized representative.
Submitted.
Audited financial statement of the prospective bidder.
ITRs for an AFS. For 2020 and 2019, submitted.
The prospective bidders,
It was stamp received by BAR on March 8, 2021. Submitted.
the prospective bidders' computation of the net financial contracting capacity, NFCC.
NFCC, submitted.
If applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement.
Not applicable, ma'am.
That's all for the technical component, sir.
The submitted technical component of Pader Construction and Supply is rated as passed. Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Before we proceed with the fourth bidder, I just want to, for the record, I just want to correct the previous opening for JA Construction, wherein the TWG recommend for disqualification. And I would like to ask the members, other members of the BAC, if they have a comment on this recommended disqualification of GA Construction.
Mr. Chair,
Go ahead, sir.
for clarity and for others also, may we just be clarified again with the disqualification.
TWG, please.
Sir, if I may, sir.
Go ahead.
GNA Construction failed to submit Annex A of the PhilJEPS certificate in contravention with bid datasheet ITB clause 10.1, which requires the submission of the Certificate of PhilJobs registration and Platinum membership, including its Annex A, in lieu of the upload Class A eligibility documents. So, sir, since they did not submit Class A eligibility documents, rather they submitted a Certificate of PhilJobs registration and Platinum membership, but it doesn't include its Annex A, we recommended the disqualification of JNA Construction, Mr. Chair.
Okay, what I'm just trying to drive out, Mr. Chair, is the basis of the disqualification, which I clearly heard from Attorney Nestor. So I agree with the recommendation of the TWG. On my part, I don't know with other members if they have comment.
So is it the motion, sir?
No, I will let also other members comment if any. If there's none, I will move for its uh, approval.
Okay, any other comment from the other members of the BAC?
None on my side, Mr. Chair.
So,
Okay, motion, Mr. Chair.
go ahead, sir.
Yes, I move for the disqualification as stated by the TWG on the grounds as basis for the disqualification on the anong papel yun? On the construction. Ano yung pangalan ng ng
J
construction?
JA Construction.
BA? Yan, yan. GNA Construction, Mr. Chair.
Any second the motion?
Second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Okay, with the recommendation of TWG, with motion and second the motion, the J&A Construction is hereby disqualified by the BAC for failure to submit required document for technical documents. So the BAC adopt the recommendation of TWG. With that, the J&A Construction is given 3 days to submit an appeal if ever they want to request for reconsideration. Thank you. Okay, so now we could proceed to the opening of the fourth bidder documents.
Through the chair, permission to open the bid proposal of Merinol Builders and Supply.
Proceed.
Huwag mo nasama to. Oh, pahirap. Original pala. Buksan na natin to. Inside the envelope, there are two envelopes inside, the original technical component and the original financial component. So, with tabbing, pagination and signature each page. Checklist, please.
Valid field job certificate of registration and membership in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the IRR of RA 9184.
Certificate of PhilJobs registration, platinum membership issued to Merinol Builders and Supply. valid until March 17, 2022, submitted.
Annex A of the Certificate of Philips Registration and Platinum Membership.
Annex A, submitted.
Registration Certificate from SEC, DTI, and CDA.
DTI certificate issued to Marinol Builders, valid until February 4, 2026, submitted.
Mayor's business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located.
Mayor's permit issued at Puerto Princesa, valid until December 31, 2022, submitted.
Tax clearance per Executive Order 398, series of 2005, as finally reviewed and approved by the BIR.
Tax clearance issued to Marinol, valid until March 16, 2022, submitted.
Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid.
Statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, submitted.
Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid.
Statement of single largest completed contract, submitted.
Pickup license or special pickup license in case of joint ventures.
Pickup license issued to Marinol Builders, valid until June 30, 2022, submitted.
Original copy of bid security.
Bid security in the form of bid securing declaration, signed and notarized, submitted.
Organizational chart for the contract to be bid.
Organizational chart, submitted.
List of contractors' key personnel.
List of key personnel, submitted.
List of contractors' major equipment units.
List of equipment, submitted.
Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, OSS.
Omnibus sworn statement, signed and notarized, submitted.
Certification under oath attesting that they have no pending cases against the government.
Certification under oath, signed and notarized, submitted.
Legal clearance issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service with respect to the non-pending cases of the prospective bidder against this authority.
Legal clearance issued to Marinol Builders and Supply, signed by Attorney Bereventura, submitted.
Certificate of site inspection duly signed by Mark Diamauden, Airport Manager of Bosuanga Airport, or his duly authorized representative.
Certificate of site inspection issued to Michael Dimalaluan, signed by Mr. Mark Diamauden, Airport Manager, Bosuanga Airport, submitted.
Copy of the company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection.
Copy of the company ID with the name of Michael Dimalaluan, submitted.
Copy of the airport facility visitor's logbook with the entry name and signature of the person who conducted the site inspection.
Copy of the airport visitor's logbook with an entry name of Michael Dimalaluan, submitted.
Picture of the proposed site, including the personnel who conducted the site inspection, together with the airport manager or his duly authorized representative.
Pictures of the proposed site, including the representative of the contractor and the representative of the airport, submitted.
The prospective bidder's audited financial statement.
Audited financial statement for the fiscal year 2019-2020, stamp received by BIR February 2, 2021, submitted.
The prospective bidder's computation of the net financial contracting capacity, NFCC,
NFCC, the amount of 513,902,861.71 submitted.
joint venture agreement if applicable,
Not applicable. The technical component of Marinol Builders and Supply rated as pass.
Mr. Chair, asking permission to open the financial components of the bidders which received, which got passing ratings in their technical components, Mr. Chair.
Proceed.
Ito yung financial nila.
Ito yung financial.
Okay. Mr. Chair, permission to open the financial documents of EM Abin Trading and Construction.
Proceed.
Surprise.
Pwede na rin.
Mr. Chair, the financial documents of EM Abin, which has paginations and signature at the bottom and tabbings on the side. Secretariat Checklist, please.
original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities,
Submitted.
summary of bid proposal,
Summary bid proposal. Submitted.
bill of materials and cost estimates,
Bill of materials and cost estimates. Submitted.
summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials used in coming up with a bid,
Summary sheet for unit prices of materials. Submitted.
labor rates,
Labor rates. Unit prices for labor or labor rates. Submitted.
equipment rentals,
Submitted.
cash flow by quarter and payment schedule,
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. Submitted.
financial bid and its financial bid, financial bid.
Signed and submitted with the amount of 6,951,000 pesos and 13 centavos. With 4.24 discount.
95.24, di bali papatak na 95 point, ano yan.
Six.
95.76. 95.76. 0.9576. 6. Yan. Yan yung bid amount.
The bid amount is 5,747,468 pesos and 40 cents, Mr. Chair. Sorry.
Hindi mabasa.
Yan. 474. Point 40. Sure, thank you. Hindi may re-rate na pass.
Hindi pa.
Okay.
Ay, hindi ko din na pala. Siya pala.
Mr. Chair, I'm holding the financial documents of Pader Construction and Supply. Permission to open it, sir.
Proceed.
Secretariat Checklist, please.
Original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities.
Before that, Secretariat, I just want to manifest that the financial documents have paginations and signature on the bottom part of the document and have proper tabbings on the side. Let's proceed, Secretariat.
Original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities.
Bill of quantities submitted.
Summary of bid proposal.
Summary of bid proposal submitted.
Bill of materials and cost estimates.
Bill of materials and cost estimates submitted.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials used in coming up with a bid.
Summary sheet of prices of construction materials submitted.
Labor rates.
Labor rate submitted.
Equipment rentals.
Submitted.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule.
Submitted.
Financial bid form and its financial bid.
Submitted. The total price of the bid of Pader Construction and Supply, excluding any discount, as they did not offer any discount, is 6,101,812 pesos and 14 centavos. With no discount. Uh, 6,101,812 and 14 centavos. 6,101,812.14, ma'am. Mr. Chair, may we proceed with the financial document of Marinol Builders and Supply?
Proceed.
Checklist, please.
Original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities.
Submitted.
Summary of bid proposal.
Submitted.
Bill of materials and cost estimates.
Bill of materials and cost estimate submitted.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials used in coming up with the bid.
Submitted.
Labor rates.
Labor rate submitted.
Equipment rentals.
Submitted.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule.
Submitted.
Financial bid form and its financial bid.
Submitted. The total price of the bid, excluding any discounts, as they did not offer any discount, is 5,297,111 pesos and 82 centavos. Sorry, 5,297,111.82. Sorry, 5,297,000. No discount, ma'am. Mr. Chair, as flashed in the screen, the submitted bid proposal of these three bidders pass and shall undergo bid evaluation process to determine its any completeness and any arithmetical or omission to determine the lowest calculated bid of the project.
TWG, may I request to read the bids of its bidder from lowest to highest?
From lowest to highest bid, the lowest bid by Marinol Builders and Supply, 5,297,111 pesos and 82 centavos without any discount. Second lowest bid, EM Abin Trading and Construction, with the amount, including discount of 4.24%, 5,747,468 pesos and 40 centavos. And the third, Pader Construction and Supply, without discount, 6,101,812 pesos and 14 centavos, Mr. Chair.
And the recommendation of TWG?
Again, Mr. Chair, we recommend, the TWG recommends the submitted bid proposal of these three bidders shall undergo bid evaluation process to determine its any completeness and arithmetical or omission to determine the lowest calculated bid of this project, Mr. Chair.
to the members of the BAC, the TWG is recommending to conduct bid evaluation to those three bidders, qualified bidders. Any comment or recommendation or motion?
Motion, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead.
Yes, I move to adopt the recommendation of the TWG to conduct the bid evaluation on the three bidders.
I second, Mr. Chair.
With the recommendation of TWG, with motion and second the motion, the BAC will adopt the recommendation for the conduct of bid evaluation for the three qualified bidders. And again, I would like to reiterate that for the disqualified bidders, you have the three days to submit the request for reconsideration. With that, thank you for the participation of the bidders, especially the one present physically in this room. So thank you. We will be notifying you after the bid evaluation. After the bid evaluation, we'll conduct the post-qualification. Thank you. Secretariat, do we have other matters?
Sir.
Or next agenda.
There's no other agenda for today, sir. I'm sorry, we do have pala, sir, the pre-bid. Palagay naman yung ano. As per our notice of meeting, we have the pre-bid conference for the project entitled Supply Delivery of Meteorological Instruments for Catbalogan Airport, sir. However, as per the Secretariat, no posting for this project, sir. So we will just inform again for the scheduled pre-bid of this project po, sir.
Okay. So how about other matters?
Sir, none for the Secretariat po, sir.
Mr. Chair, for the DWG, may we please present our post-qualification report for the supply and delivery of backup converter or BUC for VSAT at Philippine ATMC and for various airports, Mr. Chair.
Okay, please present the report.
Sir, if I may, we conducted a post-qualification evaluation for the supply and delivery of PUC for various airports for the ABC of 5,848,000. The name of the bidder with the lowest calculated bid, which we evaluated, is a joint venture by Transmolitor Technologies Corporation and One Commerce International, located in Madrigal Building, Ayala Avenue, Makati City. Sir, if I may read the findings, sir. As per submitted technical and financial components of the bidder during the opening of bids, let me just enumerate one by one the particulars of the technical component and our remarks as per our evaluation. For Class A documents, for the legal documents, field job certificate, Mr. Chair, it's responsive as Transmolitor Technologies Corporation was able to present its field job certificate number valid until January 15, 2022, as well as its joint venture, the joint venture between One Commerce Corporation was also able to present its field job certificate valid until May 3, 2022. For the registration certificate, SEC specifically, or Securities and Exchange Commission, Transmolitor Technologies and One Commerce Corporation were able to present the original of their SEC registration, both valid and original as evaluated during our post-qualification evaluation. For their mayor's permit, they're both responsive, Mr. Chair, and members of this committee. Transmolitor Technologies and One Commerce International Corporation was able to present their original mayor's permit valid until 31 December 2022 for both corporations. Tax clearance, Mr. Chair, they were also able to present to us the original of their tax clearance as reviewed and approved by the BIR, valid until 31 December 2022 for both and for Transmolitor and for One Commerce International, valid until February 24, 2022. Mr. Chair, for the technical documents of this project, the statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, both companies were able to present first for Transmolitor 3 ongoing government contracts which indicated a total value of 39,025,447.81 centavos. For One Commerce Corporation, they will able to present 5 ongoing private contracts with an indicated total value of outstanding works or undelivered portion for 98,291,756 pesos and 54 centavos, with total outstanding works of 137,317,204 pesos and 35 centavos. For the SLCC, or the single largest completed contract, they were both able to submit their SLCC, particularly their project with the authority or CAAP for very small aperture terminal or VSAT with contract amount of 5,338,228 pesos, completed last July 2019. So the SLCC is similar to the contract to be bid, and is more than 50% of the CAAP ABC and completed within 5 years from the date of submission and receipt of the bids for this project. Original copy of bid security also submitted, duly signed and notarized, dated December 23, 2021. Conformity with technical specifications, responsive, and we have also an attachment to this document. The original duly signed omnibus sworn statement or notarized secretary certificate, both responsive, duly signed and notarized OSS dated January 6, 2022, signed and notarized secretary certificate of Transmolitor and One Commerce International Corporation dated December 23, 2021 respectively, and December 23, 2021 respectively. Certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case against the government, duly signed and notarized affidavit was presented to us, so it's responsive as well. Legal clearance issued by CAAP ELS, responsive for both Transmolitor and One Commerce International Corporation. Sorry, only for Transmolitor Technologies. Technical documents as required as per item J of checklist, certificate of site inspection, responsive, site inspection issued by Julius Ruel Resquir, ANS FOC. Bid bulletin, responsive for bid bulletins number 1, 2, and 3. And for financial documents, Mr. Chair, the audited financial statements showing the prospective bidders' total and current assets, the AFS for 2019 and 2020 by MJS Consultancy, staff received by BAR, was presented to us and hence responsive. The prospective bidders' computation of net financial contracting capacity or NFCC, for bidders' computation, it's 3,376,408,570 pesos and 65 cents. But for the TWG computation, it's 3,376,000. It's the same, Mr. Chair. So NFCC is more than the ABC, Mr. Chair. For Class B documents, as this is a joint venture, they submitted their joint venture agreement duly signed and notarized between Transmolitor and One Commerce International dated December 23, 2021, with Janet Zhao as authorized managing officer of the JV, with address at Madrigal Building, Ayala Avenue, Makati City. And there's also a secretary certificate of the JV that was presented. It was duly signed and notarized, Mr. Chair. For the financial documents, Mr. Chair, all of it was responsive as well. The original of the duly signed and accomplished financial bid form was submitted, signed and accomplished with a total bid amount of 5,737,998 pesos, or within the ABC of this project. The original of the duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities also signed and accomplished. Mr. Chair, as per submitted documents of Transmolitor Technologies and One Commerce International Corporation on February 8, 2022, and in connection to Section 34.2, Rule 10 of the revised IRR of RA 9184, to wit, within 5 calendar days from receipt by the bidder of the notice from the BAC that the bidder has the lowest calculated bid or highest rated bid, the bidder shall submit to the BAC its latest income and business tax returns and other appropriate licenses and permits required by law and stated in the bidding documents. So the bidder was able to submit the following documentary requirements as per BAC letter dated January 25, 2022, received by Transmolitor and One Commerce International on February 3, 2022. So we were able to verify in their offices and inspect their principal office of the following documents. So their latest ITR and business tax returns, we were able to inspect and verify it. Thus, for both Transmolitor Technologies and One Commerce International Corporation, it's both responsive for the different tax periods presented in this document, as can be seen in the screen as well. So there's also the mayor's permit, responsive, as stated a while ago, for Transmolitor, valid until 31 December 2022, and for One Commerce International as well. Valid tax clearance certificate was also presented, Mr. Chair, for both Transmolitor Technologies and One Commerce International. For Transmolitor, it's valid until 21 December 2022, and for One Commerce, it's valid until February 24, 2022. The latest AFS was also presented to us, and we were able to verify that it was stamp received by BAR, both dated May 10, 2021. The key personnel, you were also able to verify it, and the statement identifying the bidder's single largest completed contract, or SLCC, was also verified and confirmed as responsive, as well as the updated status of all ongoing contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. It's submitted. Mr. Chair and members of this committee, in view of the above findings, the Technical Working Group recommends that the bid proposal of the lone bidder, Transmolitor Technologies Corporation and One Commerce International Corporation joint venture, be declared a single calculated and responsive bid, and that the contract be awarded to the above bidder for the project, supply and delivery of lockup converter for various airports in the amount of 5,737,998 pesos. As you can see, this recommendation was signed by all the members of the Technical Working Group, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Tony. Fellow members of the BAC, the TWG is recommending, based on the findings, recommending the award of the project to the joint venture of OneCom. Could you please enlarge? I cannot. Secretariat, baka pwedeng kwan dito? Secretariat, please advise the operator to project it here. Okay, TWG is recommending the award of the project to Transmolitor Technologies Corporation and joint venture of Transmolitor Technologies Corporation and One Commerce Corporation. Uh, any comment, motion from the members of the BAC?
Motion, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, Gilbert.
Yes, with the recommendation of the TTWG to award to Trans Monitor Technology and Jade and Venture One Commerce the single calculated bid responsive for the supply of the backup converter for various airports be adopted. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Any second the motion?
I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, sir. So with the recommendation of TWG, with motion and second the motion, the BAC will adopt the recommendation for the award of the project supply and supply of backup converter for various airport to Transmolitor Technologies Corporation and One Commerce Corporation joint venture with the amount of 5,737,998 pesos. Thank you. Next.
Mr. Chair and members of the committee, I'd like to present our post-qualification report on the supply and delivery of backup converter or BUC for VISAT at Philippine Air Traffic Management Center with the approved budget of 6 million pesos. Again, in the name of the bidder with the lowest calculated bid is Transmolitor Technologies and One Commerce Corporation joint venture, sir. The SCB based on bid evaluation is 5,888,000, Mr. Chair. With your permission, sir, may I present our findings?
Proceed.
As per the submitted technical and financial components of the bidder, these are our findings, Mr. Chair and members of the committee. First, for the technical component or Class A documents, for field job certificate of registration and membership, it's responsive for both Transmolitor Technologies and One Commerce Corporation. For Transmolitor, it's valid until January 25, 2022 and amended, dated January 13, 2022. Also for One Commerce, it's valid until May 3, 2022. We were also able to verify their SEC registration, both responsive. Further, we were also able to check and verify their mayor's permit. For Transmolitor, it's valid until 31 December 2022, as well as for One Commerce International Corporation. For tax clearance, we were able to verify as responsive both companies. It's both verified by the BIR. For Transmolitor, it's valid until 21 December 2022, and for One Commerce International Corporation, it's valid until February 24, 2022. For the technical documents of this project or bid, we were able to verify that there are 3 ongoing government contracts with indicated total value of outstanding works and delivered portion of 39,025,447.81 centavos for Transmolitor, and for One Commerce Corporation, there are 5 ongoing private contracts with an indicated total value of outstanding works of 98,297,756.54 centavos, with total outstanding works of 137,317,204.35 centavos. We were also able to verify its SLCC with CAAP for the supply and delivery of BUC for VSAT with contract amount of 5,338,228 pesos completed last July 20, 2019. We were also able to verify that their bid security was signed and notarized dated December 23, 2021. We were also able to verify their conformity with the technical specifications, which include the production, delivery, and schedule of manpower requirements as provided in attachment 1 of this document. Further, we're able to verify also that they have submitted a duly signed and notarized omnibus sworn statement dated January 6, 2022. Signed and notarized Secretary Certificate of Transmonitor Corporation and One Commerce International Corporation was also verified. In addition, the certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case was also deemed responsive as it was signed and notarized dated December 23, 2021 by Attorney Rogelio J. Bolivar. We were able to verify that the document that they submitted was indeed signed and notarized during the post-qualification evaluation conducted last February 16, 2022. Further, the legal clearance issued by CAAP ELS was also duly signed and deemed responsive. Technical documents required as per item J of the checklist was also deemed responsive. The bid bulletin for bid bulletin number 1 and number 2 was also deemed responsive. For financial documents, their audited financial statements for 2019 and 2020 by MJS Consultancy, stamp received by BAR, dated May 10, 2021, was also deemed responsive. The prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity, or NFCC, was also deemed responsive, with both of their NFCC amounting to 3,376,408,570 pesos and 66 centavos. NFC is more than the ABC. For Class B documents, they have presented their duly signed and notarized joint venture agreement dated December 23, 2021, wherein Janet Zhao, as authorized managing officer of the joint venture with address at Madrigal Building, Ayala Avenue, signed the document. So financial component envelope, we were also able to verify the original duly signed accomplished financial bid form with total bid for this project, 5,888,000 pesos, which is within the ABC. Further, we were able to verify also the duly signed bid prices and bill of quantities and deemed it responsive. So, sir, as per the submitted documents of Transmonitor Technologies Corporation and One Commerce International Corporation on February 8, 2022, and in connection with 34.2 Rule 10 of revised IRR of RA 9184, within 5 calendar days from receipt by the bidder of the notice from the BAC that the bidder has the lowest calculated bid or highest rated bid, the bidder shall submit to the BAC its latest income and business tax returns and other appropriate licenses and permits required by law and stated in the bidding documents. The bidder submitted the following documentary requirements, Mr. Chair and members of the committee, as per BAC letter dated 25 January 2022, received by Transmonitor and One Commerce International on February 3, 2022. So, during our site visit and inspection at the principal office of the bidder on February 16, 2022, we were able to verify the following documents. First, the latest income and business tax returns in the form specified in the BDS. So it's responsive for both Transmonitor and One Commerce International Corporation for the tax periods indicated in this document, Mr. Chair and the members of the committee. We're also able to verify again their mayor's permit expiring or valid until 31 December 2022, their valid tax clearance certificate as validated by BAR, their latest audited financial statements as accomplished by MJS Consultancy dated May 10 and received by BAR on the same day. their key personnel statement identifying their single largest completed contract and status of all ongoing contracts are all deemed responsive. Hence, Mr. Chair and members of the committee, in view of the above findings, the TWG recommends that the bid proposal of Transmonitor Corporation and One Commerce International Corporation joint venture be declared as the single calculated and responsive bid, and that the contract be awarded to the above bidder for the project supply and delivery of BUC for VSAT at Philippine Air Traffic Management Center in the amount of 5,888,000 pesos. And there you go, Mr. Chair and members of the committee. That is our recommendation for this project.
Thank you, TWG. To fellow members of the BAC, the TWG is recommending the award of the project for the supply delivery of backup converter for BSAT at Manila ATMC to Transmonitor Technologies Corporation and One Commerce Corporation joint venture. Any comment, recommendation, and motion?
Mr. Chair,
Go ahead.
before I make my comment, I'd like to make just an observation. On the first page, the first call was addressed to BAC Charlie and not to BAC Alpha. Please make some correction. You can see that is BAC Charlie. We are BAC Alpha. Not, that is to be corrected.
Okay, noted. Please, Secretariat, I think, is it Secretariat or TWG who will rectify that one?
Noted po, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. With that,
Okay, any other comment, observation? Hearing none, so any motion?
Mr. Chair, I would like to make a motion. Also, to please check the first one for the Vice Airport, maybe, but also BAC Charlie. Let's to rectify it. Okay, with that, Mr. Chair, I would like to make a motion to adopt the recommendation of the TWG to award the Transmonitor JV One Commerce the project supply and delivery of a backup converter for Philippine Air Traffic Management Center. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Any second the motion?
I second the motion with prescribed revision as stated.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so the TWG is requested to rectify the noted to rectify the document from BAC Charlie to BAC Alpha, and then with the recommendation of TWG, with motion and second the motion, the BAC will adopt the recommendation for the award of the project supply delivery of backup converter for BSAT at Philippine ATMC to Transmonitor Technologies Corporation and One Commerce Corporation joint venture with the amount of 5,888,000. Thank you. And the Secretariat is hereby directed to for the complete staff work for the issuance of notice of award and for the notice to proceed for the other document. Also, I would like to express my appreciation to the group because this is our first award project. So thank you very much, and I think it is within 120 days we were able to award one project. So thank you, and I hope we could continue this. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
The Secretariat, do we have other topic or agenda?
None po, sir.
Okay, with that, the BAC meeting is hereby hereby adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Bye-bye.
Thank you.